In the following video, we're going to review how to graph horizontal and vertical lines, except for this video, we're going to actually try and find that shortcut on when you're given 2 points, how to tell if it's a horizontal or vertical line, if it is one. And one way to do is just look at the graph, but we're going to also look at the points given to us, and we're going to show the shortcut by examining the graph. So if I'm given 2 points, and so for this example, I'm given the point 2, -1, and 4, -1, I can see by plotting them that I do in fact get a horizontal line. But how can I see that through the coordinates themselves? And so if I take a look at my coordinates here, I have a y value of -1, and I have a y value of -1. And so that means no matter what my x value is for this linear function, this linear graph, it's always going to be on y equals -1. And so that is the actual equation, y equals -1. And so let's use the same idea here. Before I plot these points, how can I identify what my equation is going to be? I'm at -3, 2, and 1, 2. So I see my y value 2 is exactly the same here, which means it doesn't matter what my x values are, my y value is always equal to 2. And so to graph this, I can just graph my line y equals 2. And I see it does contain the point -3, 2, and it does contain the point 1, 2. And so I see for a horizontal line, if your y values are going to match up. If I go scroll down, I have 4, 0, 4, -3. And so for this example, I see a 4 matching up with a 4. So if I were to plot these points under the same idea, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and here is 4, -3. If I were to draw my vertical line through that, I see it goes through x equals 4. And if I look at my points, x values of 4, my x is always equal to 4 here. And so I can do the same technique here. If I see I have -2, 3, and I have -2, -2, my x values are always -2. And it doesn't matter what my y values are. So I'm going to graph this line by actually drawing a vertical line through x equals -2. And so these are the shortcuts for graphing horizontal and vertical lines. Look to see for a pattern in the points themselves. If your y values match, y equals that number as the equation, and it's a horizontal line. If your x values match, then that is going to be x equals for the equation and a vertical line.